Hi YouTube, Coinpicker here. Just came back from our vacation and I thought I'd show you everything I found. We went to Portland, Oregon, and I was checking out the coin stores around there. And in their downtown, most of the coin stores were selling junk silver Morgan dollars and peace dollars for about $28 American. And I thought that was a little bit on the expensive side, as we could get them for about $25 Canadian, in our club. But anyways, after the third shop I popped into, actually I went into an antique store and asked them if they had any coins. And the lady went to the back, grabbed a big glass candy dish. It's some sort of oval bowl with pressed coin images on it. And there's like many little baggies full of coins and separated by countries or areas. And I saw some silver in it. So I asked the lady, how much for the works? And she goes, how many coins do you think there is in there? And I estimated, about 300. And it actually turned out to be 307. So I was pretty close. We always have the coin count contest during our club meetings. And, we sort of have a good idea, how much coins roughly in, so many pounds. So she was thinking, 25 cents a coin. How about $70? She asked me. And I, asked her about 50, and she said, nope, 70. And I said, how about, somewhere in the middle, 60? Nope, has to be 70. And I said, okay, sure. But she actually threw in this dish because I was admiring it. But I'm assuming that it probably came in the dish originally, the coins. So it was not a big deal to her. But this dish is from, I believe, the 60s up to the 1980s. And it's from a company that used to be around that made this ware. I think it's called Fostoria or something. Pretty neat dish. And this is worth about $10-15 on its own. So she actually gave that to me as a gift. So I went through all the coins, and these are just the junky ones, no, not silver, not cashable, but not too old to be very collectible. So I'm going to throw these into my junk bin for the shows. And it was about almost 4 pounds of coins that she gave me. But I'll show you what I got. I got some cashable coinage. From England, 20 pence. From New Zealand, $1. And I believe this is from Switzerland, 5 francs. And then we have some old British pennies. Even got a Roman coin in a silver mount, which I thought was pretty cool. An Ionian Islands coin from 1853, I believe. And that in itself is worth like $28. There's some coins from Denmark, Netherlands, in the late 1800s. There's a coin from France, Russia, Austria, nickel silver, or nickel copper, actually. We got some Asian coins from China. It's cash coin. 10 cash machine milled coin from 1900 roughly. An old Hong Kong $1. Nickel copper. Big thick 5 cash coin from Korea from the mid 1800s. Some older Japanese coins. This is probably like from the 50s, 10 yen. From the 60s, I believe, 50 yen. A modern day 50 yen, which is about 50 cents Canadian or American. A 5 kroner coin from 74. I believe that is from Denmark. Even found this dateless buffalo nickel. And then we have some Canadian coinage. We got this pretty nice large cent from 1919 with the King George V. And then some older pennies, well, I guess later than this, small cents from 1939, 42, 50, bunch of young Queen Elizabeth II cents from the 60s, some copper cents, and then we have older nickel from Canada, 1936, 1945 V nickel, and 46, 49, assorted dates from the 50s and 60s, rabbit nickel, some nickels, 99.9% nickels, a nickel dollar from 1969. We got some wheat cents, assorted dates from the 40s and 50s, and some steelies. Even got some spendable Canadian coinage, and this is about $17 worth of quarters, dimes, loonies, and toonies. Pretty neat. Some neat tokens. We have this Arizona tax token, a toilet token, Euro coin token, parking token, Native American commemorative, this is neat, 1939 Golden Gate International Exposition Petroleum exhibit. Pretty neat. This funny token, bicentennial. So we have Morgan head and Indian cent head on the same token or medallion. Then here comes the great part. We got some silver. So we got this silver 5-cent coin from Canada, and that is from 1917. Decent condition. Silver dime from the 30s or 40s. Totally trashed, but it's still silver. And let's see here. Some other silver dimes. Let's see, we have 1940, 47 with the maple leaf, 1963, 1967. Even got some silver quarters. We got a Canadian 80% silver quarter from 1964, also 1967, and a 1960 80% silver 50-cent piece from Canada. Very nice and toned. And we got a British shilling from 1916. That's sterling silver, 925. And I believe this 5-cent coin is probably 925 too. It's of that age group. We got some 50% silver 2-shilling coins, 1941 and 1942. And this huge 50% silver British crown from 1937. I think this is one of the coins that caught my eye in the baggies. So whenever you see something that's worth buying, and if I was to pick and choose out of the bags and show her which ones I wanted for a quarter each, these sort of ones probably would have stuck out and the lady probably would have said, forget it. You know, I want $10 each, or you know, whatever. For this one, $15. But when you see some good stuff, you know, do some quick math, and you know, best to ask for, you know, how much for the whole lot. So, you know, you could cherry pick it after you bring it home. And then we have, to continue, Swedish 10 ore. I believe that's 40% silver. 1938. Silver threepence from Australia, 1949. It's a little dinged up, but you know, I'm just keeping it for the silver content. 90% silver, 1945, 20 centavos from the Philippines. A 90% silver Cuban coin from 1953, very nice condition. And this huge Bermuda crown from 1964, also 50% silver. And then we have some Mexican 10% silver pesos. And also another coin that caught my eye was this 8 real coin from Guatemala from 1817. And I believe it's about 90% silver. The only thing, it has a hole. But even in this condition, I believe it's worth about $40 at least. If it didn't have the hole, I would say more like 100 or 100 and a quarter. But hey, for 25 cents, you can't beat it. It's gorgeous. And there you have it. This is my antique store coin find. And all this I got for $70. And I estimate the value, even including like the junky ones, as well as the dish, I'd say closer to $400, give or take. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Coinpicker out.